Underground Noise Webzine is back again with Webisode number 135. I would highly suggest that you guys subscribe to my channel, like it, share it with your friends, because the world needs to know more about metal music in general, as well as rock and roll. Today, I've got the pleasure of talking with the band called Corrosive. Welcome, dudes. How's it going?
Hi, welcome. Everything fine here.
That's awesome. The first question I would like to ask you guys is, please introduce yourselves. Let me know what you do in the band.
Yes, my name is Andy. I'm the singer from the band.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I'm the bass player and the backing singer.
And I'm Stefan. I'm the guitar player.
That's really cool. How did you guys come up with your band name?
Yeah, the band name is from one of the founding members. He was working in a car, was in the Werkstatt. You know, where you can repair a car. There were canister. The name Corrosive was on a.
It's from the warning symbol, corrosive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it. We have in Germany. We had a lot of signs and something else for things that are dangerous or flammable or something else, and we have this corrosive sign. And when our founding member see it, he know this is the name for us.
Yeah, it's basically the triangle with the exclamation point in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those signs before. It's like, danger, danger, don't touch that. It's corrosive.
Yeah, that's right. That's some of the signs he saw, and then it was our band name.
Yeah, that's a really interesting name. I didn't know there was another corrosive out there, but I know about corrosion of conformity.
Yeah, it's a real known band, but you have a lot of corrosive in the world. We have in Germany another corrosive band. You have in Spain a metalcore band called Corrosive, and I think there are a lot of more corrosives in the world.
It's really interesting. Sometimes it's hard to be original, but then there's some bands that really blow it out of the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we have our symbol. I think that's a symbol where you know that we are our logo, our band logo, and our music.
Yeah, it really stands out because when I listened to you guys on YouTube a few days ago, I was like, holy shit, these guys remind me of death metal / doom metal. What bands would you say have helped inspire your sound?
Yeah, I would say for the actual album, I got a lot of inspiration from mainly modern black metal bands. Yeah, bands like Geria or like Groza. These are bands that influenced me much. Also, a very strong influence is Panzerfaust from Canada. Yeah, and some Scandinavian stuff also. That is so the influencing. Yeah, these are the influencing bands for me. Yeah. For the new album. Yeah.
I see Sasha's wearing a Soul Grinder t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played 2 shows with them together this year. Yeah.
I got to interview their vocalist a few months or so ago.
A very, very, very nice guy. We love these boys and we love to play with these boys.
Yeah, he's got a really unique growl to him. Plus, he's got that throat singing technique that some people do.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't that do damage to someone's vocal cords after a while? You know, singing like, you know, sounding like that. They call it tubian throat singing.
No. Many exercises, and I'm safe with my voice.
How do you guys sustain your energy while you're on stage? That's my next question. Like, how do you keep your energy levels up?
We love to play live. We love to make a good show, and that is all for us. That gave us the energy to make good party with the people and give everything we can do with our old buddies.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Give it all you got, or don't give it at all, you know. In other
Yeah.
words. That's the way I am, man. Once I get on stage again next year, I'm gonna blow people's minds. You know, it's like, hey, if you're not moshing, don't make me come out there and do it for you. Because sometimes you got to get that crowd riled up and just be like, yo, if you're not moving, what the fuck's the point, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you guys had any hobbies outside of music. Like, what do you guys like to do for fun other than writing music?
Andy and myself, we have dogs, and we like to go out in the woods with the dogs. Our guitarist Stefan has a cat, and
Yeah, but that's not really a hobby.
he writes songs, and he like to go drinking,
I can show you also another hobby.
and he built guitars and basses.
Yeah, I would have to say that pets are definitely awesome. Hey, show me your axe. Look at that. It's nice and green.
Corrosive green.
You know, any shade of green is my favorite color, but my secondary would have to be purple because it describes royalty. But then again, I don't want to be a royal pain in someone's ass, if you ask me.
So
But
this
yeah.
guitar is completely built by myself.
Oh, you built that one yourself?
Yep.
Oh, wow. So it's a custom make.
It's a unique piece. So only one in the world.
A Becker original.
Yeah.
This is a question for the lead vocalist. How do you get so guttural? Like, did you take vocal lessons to growl like you do, or did it just come naturally?
Oh, I did it by my own when I was 30 years old.
13, 30.
Yes. Mainly from Sodom's Tapping the Rain. I play it loud and I sing to the songs, and that's my training until this day.
That's really cool because when I was
Yes.
young, I was about 14 and I was listening to Mortification's album Scrolls of the Megaloth, and that album right there to me still stands out to be one of the best death metal albums of all time. What would you say are your top favorites?
My top favorites, bands or album?
Bands.
Bands.
Like, oh, bands, yeah.
My favorite bands are bands like Sodom, Creator, Tankard, all the old thrash heroes, mainly from Germany.
That's really cool. I love Creator, especially the album called Pleasure to Kill.
Yes.
That album to me just made my hair stand up on end and didn't even want to go down for a few days because I'm thinking, holy shit, this
Yes.
sounds like a black metal singer, but at the same time, it's really heavy thrash.
It's the most brutal record I have in my collection.
How about the other guys? What would you say are your favorite bands?
Well, it changes from time to time, and I hear a lot of music and a lot of other stuff than metal. And yeah, I would say in metal things, I love old Soilwork stuff, Cannibal Corpse, Nile, Satyricon, Old Immortal, and the list is so long. I can tell you 100 of bands I like. That I think we had not enough time to do this all when I tell also. But also I like bands like Toto, Pink Floyd, and someone else, this stuff, or BB King.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, the bands that I like most and that influence me the most are these modern black metal bands. So yeah, another band I could name is Heretoire, or yeah, I'm thinking about. Yeah, but also also some good old school death metal. It's also okay. Obituary, for example, I love them. I saw them live this year in summer for the first time, and they were absolutely great.
Yeah, Obituary definitely stands out to be one of my favorite death metal bands, other than Cannibal Corpse as well.
Mm.
I got to see Cannibal not too long ago, actually 2 weeks ago in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm.
I live here in Georgia, and it's about an hour and a half away from me to get up there, but it was a kick-ass show, man. They played with Gore Guts, Blood Incantation, and the True Mayhem.
Mm.
What an amazing show. I've never seen a singer, as I've said to people before, the singer from Mayhem, he took the microphone, jabbed it through his skull, and started screaming like this really blood-curdling scream, like some chick's getting attacked in a horror movie. Like, it was higher pitched than that. And I'm thinking, how the hell do you do that? I guess it takes a lot of practice. But look at Danny Filth from Cradle, Cradle of Filth, that singer. That dude does it on the daily basis. I'm thinking, man, did someone pinch his ball sack with a pair of pliers or something to make him squeal that high?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But at the same time, it makes you wonder, like, how the hell do people do what they do? Well, anything's possible, right?
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the drums, you don't use any triggers, do you?
We use triggers.
Okay. Because some people do and some people don't. I figured I'd just, ask about that. What's your favorite type of drums?
Ooh. So I think this question is hard to answer for us because our drummer is not with us at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure which what he's playing. I think it's a Tama drum set, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw one of Rhino's questions out there, even though he's not with us today. You get to take two musicians, past or present. You put them in the studio, and they're going to make an album together. What two musicians do you choose?
It's fine. Chuck Schalldeiner, but yeah, it's yeah, unfortunately not possible. It's a question I never thought about. So, yeah.
George Callias for the drums from Nile. He's such a fantastic drummer, a machine. Oh, there are a lot of musicians you can take for a studio.
Yeah,
I think Corpse Grinder for singing.
No. Chris Barnes.
Are you talking about the old Chris Barnes or the new Chris Barnes? Well,
The
that's
old
not-
Chris Barnes.
A mix between both.
Yeah, I kind of find it funny because his voice to me doesn't sound the same like he used to, and a lot of people are telling me he smokes too much pot, and I'm like, yeah, he probably does smoke too much pot, but the thing is, he probably held it in too long and didn't decide to blow out the smoke and like afterwards. Well, what I'd like to know is what's with that thing that he does. You ever notice that? He'll just be like doing the vocals, and next thing you hear is this really high pitched. What is that shit? Not that I'm making him feel bad about himself. It's just kind of funny that it comes out that way. But
Sorry, the sound is sometimes interrupted, so we didn't understand.
oh, that's okay. Well, all I was saying is like I'm not trying to pick on Chris Barnes. I'm just saying that I think his voice is shot nowadays.
Okay. Yeah.
But everybody's got their own thing, right? You gotta have fun while you still got it. You guys have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, we have the next show in January. We play in Oberhausen together with Soul Grinder and with Slaughter Day. Yeah. That's the next show.
It's a 2-day festival with Slaughter Day on Friday as headliner and Obscurity on Saturday, and you have a lot of fantastic bands that play. Torment of Souls, a good German death metal band, Soul Grinder, Rotting Demise, and a lot of other cool bands play on these 2 days, the 5th and the 6th of January. I think it will be a very cool festival, an indoor festival.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to play outdoors when it's cold outside because your fingers might go numb, and next thing you know, you hit the wrong note and you're like, fuck it. You know, sometimes those things happen, but when you're on stage and you make a mistake, the best thing you could do is just keep going until you can't do it.
Yeah, that's right.
What's your favorite thing about being in a death metal band?
Sorry?
Can you repeat it, please?
Sure. What is your favorite thing about being in a death metal band?
To earn millions and millions of money and had a lot of chicks and groupies. No, we are guys, we have fun together, and we love to stand on the stage and make our music and bring it to the people and have fun with the people, and after the show to drink beer with the people. It's a thing, it's a cool thing. You can hang up with your guys and make party, and you learn a lot of other cool guys with where you can drink beer with.
So I think one very special thing, I think it's not only related to death metal, but in general to metal, is that the audience at our gigs is different to the audience when you play, I say, pop music or normal rock music. The audience is much more enthusiastic, yeah, on a metal show. Yeah, and that's really great. It's really a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, if I'm not, excuse me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are located in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Say if I were to come over to Germany just for a visit for like, say, a week, maybe a few days or so, what could I expect from coming over to Germany, like food-wise? What kind of food would you recommend that I try out? And what food would you say that's not so good? Don't do it.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel. What is schnitzel?
It's pork with I don't know the English word, Panade. Weißt du das? Du hast mal Koch gelernt? Yeah, sorry, I can't explain it in English, but yeah, that's very, ja, so sag das mal auf Englisch. Yeah, what else can you try to eat in Germany? What's good? I think we have a lot of good food. Sometimes it's a little bit. It depends on the region where in Germany you are. Yeah. So there are some little differences. So from region to region in Germany. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that you have something that's absolutely typical for whole Germany. It's only schnitzel. I don't think that there is something else to eat that is so popular in whole Germany.
We are here in Hessen. This is the name of the part where we live, and some of our things is potato soup. That's some regional from here, or you can eat I don't know the English word. The German word is Rouladen mit Klöße. That are very good things. Und Rotkraut.
Rotkraut.
Yeah, but sorry, we don't know the English words, what is at the moment.
Hey, that's quite all right. No worries.
But
better-
when you come to Germany, inform us and we send you a list with the German names that you can order all the things we write you.
Yeah, I'll definitely Google Translate it. Be like, okay, this is what schnitzel is. This is what that is. This is scrapple. I'm sure you guys have heard of Scrapple before.
Yeah, we had Scrabble before.
That's one thing I have yet to try out.
Okay, cool.
Only because it looks weird, you know, it looks weird, but it looks kind of gross at the same time because I'm into kind of stuff like that. And you look at it like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know, come on. Is this food or is this a toy for kids? It's hard to tell sometimes. How did you guys meet each other? Like how did the band form itself?
We was together in school. Also Andy and myself, we go in the same class since it was the fifth grade. Since we were 12.
I was 11.
He was 11, I was 12.
I'm the younger one.
A half year, a little bit more than a half year. And we go together to school in the same class. And our two founding members, the other two founding members that not anymore in the band, were also in our class. And we say, okay, let us build a band. And then we do it. And the next year we have our 30th anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah, I joined the band later. It's now 7 years ago. My ex-girlfriend saw a post on Facebook that one guitar player of Corrosive had left the band, and she showed me that Facebook post, and I thought, hey, let's try it. And then I wrote a message to them, and yeah, I had to play in the rehearsal room, and they said, yes, okay, you're in the band. So that's how I joined the band. Yeah.
The funny thing on that thing is that we make this post and we only write that our guitarist has left us, and soon we will present a new guitarist. Because
German water.
because
Oh,
we had an idea who is the one who can play, and Stefan was a co-worker of our other guitarist, and he don't ask the other guitarist. No, he write officially on our side that he want to play, and then we say, okay, we have one, we think that's the right one, but hey, why not? Let us test Stefan, and he make it, and it was the best decision we have done as band.
yeah, you guys have a really good sound. You know, every time I listen to that one lyric video, I forgot the name of the song, but it really makes my brain think a lot more like, okay, these guys are really, really good for what they are. And I'm really surprised. 30 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
But we have times where we do not so much. This was with the old guys in the band, and since I would say 2016, we have started very hard working. Stefan write a lot of songs, and so we can do a lot of albums since that. Weather of the Witch is our fifth album since 2017.
that's amazing. Have you guys ever thought about making a live album?
Not at this time. I think the time will come when we have a lot of more stuff. And then we think we made a live album where when we get the chance, when you have a good show where everything is fine and you can do a good sound check and everything else, that you get a very good sound, then it's an option for us. But at this time, we don't have a show where we can say, okay, this is perfect for a live album. But when it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear one because, like I said, I heard some of your studio work and you guys blew my mind. So I listened to the promo about maybe 3 or 4 times as well, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 horns. That's what you guys are getting from me.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, yeah.
You're welcome. That's one impeccable album. I mean, it stands the test of time. Kind of reminds me of Necrophagist a little bit, you know, Muhammad's former band. And it also kind of reminds me of a band called Cannibal Corpse, of course, you know, because you guys got that deep guttural growl where it's like, how the hell do people do that so well? I mean, I vocalize myself, but I play guitar a lot as well. So it's really amazing how you guys had structured your songs, and I just love it from start to finish.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. It's one album that I believe everyone that listens to metal should have in their collection, just because it will make you headbang nonstop. And once the album's over, you're still headbanging. Get stuck in that motion.
We hope that everything will do it and everyone will buy our album. So our big plan is to get big enough to buy a helicopter that we can fly from show to show. And we had not such a long way with the car.
You know, it's kind of like how Iron Man's got their own jet. If you guys have a helicopter, I'll be like, look out, it's Corrosive. They're coming for you.
Yeah, with the helicopter, it's easier to do the landing than with the plane.
That's really awesome. I would love to see that. I really would. And if it happens for you guys, hey, that's fucking killer.
I think in 30 years or 40 years we are ready with our helicopter.
Very, very cool. Well, we're back here again with Corrosive for part 2. And Rhino, what do you got?
Well, sorry for the delay. I just made bail. So, all right. First, let's talk Germany, because that's where my ancestors come from. Rheinsfeld, Germany. You ever been there? It's in Bavaria.
Rheinzell. No, I've never been there.
No?
No.
Oh, damn. All right. So let's start off with a fun question. All right. You get to bring a musician back from the dead. In return, you have to sacrifice a modern musician. Who's coming up? Who's going down?
Also, wen würde er auferstehen lassen?
Chuck natürlich.
Chuck Schallleiner.
All right.
Und den soll er sterben lassen.
That's one of my favorite questions, too.
Oh.
Somebody's got to die here.
That's a very interesting question. There are a lot of that's not so easy.
I mean, we could kill off Miley Cyrus if you like.
Miley Cyrus is a good-looking young girl. The Sabaton singer.
Oh, okay.
I think we have so many really bad shit on the German radio. So many shit. But I don't know the names of these persons.
Here, I'll answer that real quick. Let's bring back Warrell Dane and sacrifice Justin Bieber.
For example, yes.
That's a good idea. That's better than the Sabaton singer.
Yeah, Warrell Dane from Nevermore and Sanctuary. That dude was fucking awesome, dude. I try to emulate his voice as much as I can. And sometimes I can do it pretty good. People are like, how'd you learn how to sing like that? I'm like, I listened to a lot of Nevermore and Sanctuary growing up. So if you don't like them, too bad. Fuck off.
Yeah, there are so many people who died before the time. Freddie Mercury, Stevie Ray Vaughan. There are a lot of musicians. Jimi Hendrix, that were so fantastic. If you can get them back to earth and make a lot of more good stuff music, and then all the pop guys can die. That's no problem.
Can we throw
but not Miley Cyrus? She's hot.
Can we throw Lars down the hole while we're there?
Sorry?
Please say it
Can we
again.
get rid of Lars too? Can we get rid of Lars Ulrich too?
He's
The
asking,
drummer for Metallica.
yeah, he's asking if he could sacrifice Lars from Metallica.
Man den Lars Ulrich opfern könnte auch.
Oh, I don't know why all people talking bad about him. I don't know why. I like him.
Try doing cardio to Metallica. You'll quickly hate him. All right. So next question. And another one that I love. What advice would you give to your 10-year-old selves, musically or non-musically?
Get every vagina you can get in your life
Nice.
and make a lot
Nice.
of music and think and learn at school. Do something with your life.
All
Because
right.
get a lot of money to get a helicopter and fly to your shows with the helicopter.
Oh, damn. I
With
need
a
a
lot of
helicopter.
vaginas.
Oh, what's the expression? They can't all be tens.
Jesus. Fuck. That's a funny question.
Why?
I'm sorry, this is a laughter moment. We're definitely gonna have to paste that emoji on everybody's faces.
Yep.
Advice to your 10-year-old yourself, and I just caught on. Get every vagina you can. Oh my god. Jeez.
Even Roseanne Barr.
No.
I don't know about that.
But in these days, Roseanne Barr is hotter than she was in the 80s.
His mother looks like Roseanne Barr in the early days with the short hair. I always say your mother looks like Roseanne Barr in the early days.
Oh,
Du kennst
Looking
Roseanne
like he
nicht?
wants to punch you in the face.
No, she's looking like Dan Connor.
oh,
Oh.
yeah. The girl's actually right from here. What's her name? The one that played Darlene.
Talking about Sarah.
She grew up like 3 miles away. Yeah,
Yeah,
not hot.
no.
Not
Please say it again. Please
interested
say
in
it
men.
again.
The girl on Roseanne, the show,
Yes,
Darlene.
yes.
She grew up like 2 miles from me.
Oh, really?
She's also in. Yeah, she's also in the
Wow.
women at vaginas as much as you.
Or maybe in more.
You had her vagina? That's good, man.
Can you see me, by the way?
We can see you.
I'm fucking
Okay, that works.
here. You guys are just stuck on vaginas.
Hooked on vaginas.
That's your next song.
All right. With that said, before I turn it to Al, is there anything you'd like to confess to our co-host Roger?
Yeah, that's Roger Wilco, to be exact.
Sorry?
Is there anything you'd like to confess?
Was gestehen wollen.
We love vaginas. And heavy metal music. And I like modern talking. That's
Yeah.
the greatest thing I ever say.
You killed Al.
It's one of those days, man. It's Friday.
Yeah. All this he said, she said bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, that's no bullshit. We love vaginas.
Yeah.
And heavy metal music and death metal music.
And you like dog.
Okay. Well, Before I turn it back to Al, then you have to give up one of the three: sex, drugs, or rock and roll. Which one are you giving up?
None of them.
You got to give up one.
That's fact. This is one thing. These three parts together.
I would say
Okay,
drugs.
let's just
I
keep
would
the
say
three.
drugs.
Okay, drugs. We say when we
Unless you need
take one, we
Viagra,
say
then
drugs.
you really can't.
Drugs.
Unless you take Viagra, then you kind of have to keep the sex and drugs together. All right, Al, what you got?
I have no idea. My brain's at a fucking whirl right now. I'm laughing so fucking hard. You guys talk about.
We can live without. We can very live without drugs. That's no problem. But sex and rock and roll, we need like the air to breathe.
True. True.
Jeez, this is so crazy. I mean, this is one of the funniest episodes we've had. I haven't laughed that hard in a good while. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm kind of wheezy today.
Ask a question.
I'm thinking of one. Hold on, man. Damn.
All right. In the meantime, then, to keep it serious, do you guys come from a musical family?
Yeah, I'm the one who came from a musical family. My father is a bass player, and he play also guitar and sing background since I would say like 50 years or more.
Cool.
When I was 12 years old, I visited Sasha and I saw a bass guitar first in the time of my life. And it was great, amazing for me. And Sasha thought, oh, boring, that. But I saw it at the first time in my life. It was a great moment for me.
Nice.
I was 11 years old. It was for 10 years, yes. Now I'm 21. No, it was great.
Let's talk about tattoos.
Cool.
What was your very first tattoo?
My first tattoo?
Yes.
It's a dragon on my shoulder. I get it to my birthday when I was 15. Yes.
And
the second tattoo I got was a very big vagina on my back. No, it's a joke. No, the first.
That's a prison tattoo.
Yeah, the first tattoo I got was the dragon on my shoulder. Yeah.
Who else has tattoos? I see this guy, he's got some tattoos too.
Yeah, I also have some tattoos. My first tattoo is a not so good version of the album cover of Dissections Where Dead Angels Lie. It was the first picture I saw, and I say, I want that. At this time, I was, I think, 16, and my parents say, no, everyone who put a finger on you and make you a tattoo before you're 18 got to jail. And we must say, the uncle of Andy is a tattoo artist who do a lot of our tattoos, or the most of our tattoos. But we are our guitarist Alex. He's not here today. He had also a tattoo, but Stefan and our drummer Andre have no tattoos.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask that because that's a question I don't ask too often. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Tattoos are actually really cool.
Yeah, but I think Andy see it in the same way. It's so normal. At the time we start with tattoos, it was something special. You know, in Germany, you would say, oh, he was in jail, or he was a criminal, or he go to the sea with the military because he got a tattoo. And at this day, you have 20-year-old guys who've tattooed from the head to the feet. And you think, whoa, where you get all the money for the tattoos? It's so normal. And for myself, I hated that everyone has a tattoo today. It's not the special you have in the time when we started, when we were young boys.
Totally.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, back when somebody with their kids would pull them closer when you were walking by.
Yeah, it's also normal. I see it with my metal shirts. I wear metal shirts at work, and there are times when we started to hear metal, and you have cover artworks where the people say, "Oh, what's that for a cover? Zombies, dead people having sex, or someone else." The people was shocked. Today, I go to work with my Marduk "Fuck Me Jesus" long sleeve, where the girl put the cross in her vagina, and no one is saying something. Or I have a zipper with the Cannibal Corpse Tomb of the Mutilated cover artwork on the backside, and I wear it at work. And the times where the people say, "Oh, what's that?" I know I have a situation. It's I think it's 20 years ago. I walked through Wetzlar. It's a city near Marburg, with a metal shirt and a pentagram and a reversed cross chain. There came a little child, and the mother of the child said, "Oh, go away, he's a Satanist." And I smile and I think, okay, that's all right. That's the closest for that. And today the people look, okay, yo, no problem. It's 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 not this was it was. It's so normal. And you not have this special thing you have at this time when we start with the tattoos and wearing the clothes we wear. And Andy told it very often. When we started to hear this music, we go into the music store, and you don't know the bands, but you look at the cover artworks, and when you see an artwork like the Cannibal Corpse artwork that was very brutal, you think, boah, what a great cover. I must hear this music. And then you learn a lot of fantastic bands that you don't know before, and you only look for the cover artwork.
True. Yeah, I just saw Cannibal Corpse put out a coloring book, and it's banned in Germany.
Yeah, they had a lot of problems in Germany. They also have problems with his shows. He can play Hammer Smashed Face because there lived an older woman here in Germany that go to the Germany, was the Ordnungsamt? In Germany, we say Ordnungsamt. It's something like a city police, a little bit like that, and say, oh, they have lyrics with explicit lyrics, and they can play this because it's too brutal. And then they get the thing that they can play these songs in Germany because they
Yeah.
get problems when they play it.
I remember hearing about that because I was talking with Paul about it at one time, and he's like, "Yeah, we can't play Hammer Smash Bass, but we're gonna be able to play a song that talks about killing 1 million people to death." And I'm like, "Well, whatever, right? I
Yeah.
mean, violence is violence, but at the same time, that's this fictional violence that someone's taken out of proportion, unfortunately."
Yeah, that's right. But you have people who say, "Oh, it's fictional, but it's not good for younger boys and girls." Or you have a lot of Christians here in Germany that say, "Oh, that's evil music."
Yeah. I mean, I look at it this way. You like what you like, you get influenced, but you get influenced by it. But at the same time, don't take it seriously. Don't act on it. Because if you act on it, it's going to make you look bad in the end.
Yeah.
You know? Because I remember when I was a kid, I was listening to death metal, and my parents were like, "Oh, that music's going to ruin your life." And I'm like, "Oh, here I am at 44. Am I ruined yet?" No, I'm still going. You know, I'll admit
Yeah.
it. I love every genre of music that's out there. I'll give anybody a chance, just about. But the thing is, if I'm not influenced by the lyrics, music inspires me more, then hey, that's great because I like it all. It can be Christian or non-Christian. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, that's right. I think a lot of parents have problems with this harder stuff. I know when I start with the music, I start with Alice Cooper and Ozzy Osbourne, and my mother say, "Oh, what the fuck? What you want with this music? This music I hear 20 years ago when I was a young girl." And when I started with harder bands like Cannibal Corpse, Death, or something else, my father always said, "Oh, it sounds like a motor saw. Stop the music, please."
Oh shit.
but they always like what I do with the music. And my father is now 72 and my mother is 64. And we played the release show for our album Wrath of the Witch, I think 3 weeks ago. And they were there. My father is a photographer who make all of photographs, and the videos we do it by our own. He is filming with 27, as 72.
That's really cool. Very supportive family.
Yeah, very, very supported family.
Yeah, you're very blessed to have your dad. Mine's resting in peace after 4 years.
That's not
Mine's metal detecting.
in Germany. We say mein Beileid. That means
No.
sorry for you.
Yeah, I understand. I was going to ask you guys this question. What was your first reaction after hearing your first death metal song? With me, it was like, how does a person sound like that? There's no way a person can make their voice sound like that. What I'm basically talking about is when I first heard a death metal growl, I was just like, whoa.
Ooh, I think the first death metal song was, oh, what's that? Oh, I don't like it very much, because when I started, I was more in bands like Manowar or Halloween. The death metal comes later. After Halloween and Manowar, I hear bands like Cradle of Filth or Dimmu Borgir or Gehenna, and then I started my love with bands like Death, Cannibal Corpse, and a lot of the death metal bands like Suffocation, Necrophagist, or Malevolent Creation.
I was the first of us who heard any songs in this direction. I remember the first voice in this hard music was Napalm Death, and I thought, wow, that's unbelievable. It's like a horror movie in sound. And I fall in love with the Utopia Banished album. It was the new record of this band, and I was 11 years old, and my cousin, he was older than me, go to the store and was heißt denn ausleihen? Lend the album for me and put it on the cassette for me. And I heard it from the early morning till I go to in bed. I was absolutely flashed about this album. And the next album I bought was Obituary, Cause of Death, and I always thought it's when an alien came down on Earth and asked what's death metal, I would show this album. And I remember I had a little sister, and my mother said that it's not allowed for me to hear this music when my sister is is near me, because she will be afraid. There was one reason for me to hear louder.
Nice. I remember first time, honestly, I heard Napalm Death. I thought he was really constipated, because that was my first taste of death metal. Thinking this guy hasn't shit in like a month. He's like trying to push it out.
Yes, it's until today he's one of the greatest singers in my opinion.
For sure. Yeah, that was my first impression though.
You got some questions?
What's that?
I was saying you
I
got
always have questions. All right, so get to ask this one to Germany. Have you guys had any paranormal experiences?
Oh, of course, but I can explain. I have not the words to tell what was happened exactly. But I had such experience, of course, but I don't have these words.
Okay, no problem. What's the first time you hit the road to play, to go and play live? What was the first time and what was it like?
The first time we play was in, I think, 96. We were 15 or 16-year-old boys, and we play in a little club. It was more than, was heißt Jugendhaus? It was more than a center for, I don't know the English word, a center where young girls and boys can meet and do things together, like playing dart or pool billiard or someone else. It was a Christian club where we have our rehearsal room where we start when we were 14, and there was a show, and we play as the starting band together with a punk band where a lot of blind people play. Marburg is the city, one of the main cities for blind students. We have here a school for blind people. And then we play, and all our friends from our school and our parents were there. It was the first show, and it was amazing. We play our set. I don't know, we have 6, 7 or 8 songs. We play it twice because the people want it. And this was a time we think we are great stars, and we get our helicopter soon and vaginas. But the next show, I don't know, there were 10 or 15 people, and it was the first time you realize it's not so easy in the metal business.
So I had
No
my
copters, no vaginas.
I had my first show in 1994. I had also my first band was a death metal band. It was called Atomic Playground, and we had our first show in December 94. Yeah, it was also a small youth club or something like that, with I think an audience of 10, 12 people, not more. But it was great. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. We had fun. The audience had fun. It was okay for the first gig.
You okay, Al?
Yeah. I'm still.
It feels like the proper time for this question. What do you prefer, Pornhub or OnlyFans? Which one has the best vagina?
X-Hamster.
X-Hamster?
X-Hamster, yeah.
I like hamster.
You get a lot of special video stuff. I think it's better than the others. Was besser ist, ob OnlyFans oder Pornhub. Stefan says he's out, and Andy is married since 20 years. I think he's also out what this question is going on.
Okay, so he'll stay more traditional with Pornhub then.
It's also good. It's not bad, but I like more X-Hamster.
All right, Al, what's your favorite?
The real thing.
Which website is that?
The one I don't discuss. You already know, dude. But anyway, let's keep it real. We've only got 8 minutes left, and I'm still dealing with this fucking cold. I could ask my last 2 questions real quick, but Ryan, go ahead, take over for a minute, because my throat's really messed up right now. I can't talk.
It's no problem.
What?
We have only problems. Stefan and I are also a little bit ill.
What's the weirdest thing that you would say you got in song inspiration from?
I think that our singer can tell you a lot about a song we have on our last album. There's a process is it's called When She Smells Like Warm Butter.
Yeah. I'm a garbage man, and sometimes it smells like like an old vagina. And so I became I get the idea to write a song about all vaginas, and that song is called "When She Smells Like Warm Butter."
That's a
Sad but true.
good
It's
title.
sad
I
but
like
true.
Hey, whatever works. Warm butter, yeah. Yeah. I'm having a blast.
Do you know how it smells? Yeah.
I've smelled some very good butter and I've smelled some very bad butter.
Yes. Okay.
The-
Make it warm and
The
put your nose
the
on it.
bad
and you know
butter-
what I mean?
yeah, the girl was cute and I'm like doing, the finger thing. And when I pull my hand out, I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? Like, you need to go.
I think
Yeah.
everyone makes this experience in his life.
I had another
but
one
you
come.
must-
I just
you-
didn't want anything to do with her.
You must
Sorry.
take.
I wound up pepper spraying a girl.
The question is, you take the right hole. when you put your finger in the wrong hole, then it's normal that it stings a little bit.
No, it was in the right hole.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, here we have a saying, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
We say that also here in Germany.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know my fingers were in the right place.
Okay.
I'm not an asshole guy. I just,
But why? Asshole is
That-
okay.
yeah, but it's made for shit to come out, not a dick to go in.
Yeah, but it's a hole.
True.
Where something come out, you can put something in.
Yeah, it looks like a balloon.
Yeah.
When
I mean, I guess on a
when it's
positive
clean-
note, no one's getting pregnant.
yeah, that's also one of the good things that the girl can get pregnant. And when it's clean, I think it's totally okay.
That escalated very quickly.
What's your favorite butter, Al?
What's my favorite what?
Butter.
Butter?
Yeah.
I don't use butter.
No,
No.
nothing. Just put it right in.
Since when did this become Talk Sex with Dr. Hugh Johansson? You remember that woman in Canada? You could call in and ask her sex questions on HBO and she would answer them. A woman can get pregnant from anal sex as long as the semen is still warm and it drips out into the vagina. But we're not going to talk about that right now. I got 2 final questions for you gentlemen today.
Okay.
Would that child then be a shithead?
No, not necessarily, but
Well, what happens if you start in the rear and then before you come, you switch?
you just don't do that. All right.
Today's letter is V for vagina.
Yeah. And also vulgarity.
And the number 69.
It's not
You know-
vulgarity to say vagina and make the V. We love females.
Vulgar vaginas. There you go.
Vulgar display of vagina.
Oh man. It's gonna make one hell of an episode, I'm telling you. All right. What would you guys like to say to your fans out there?
Hear our album, like our music, love us, and the very important thing is have fun with this music. We make this music for us and for all the people who like death metal and also black metal. And buy this album because we need our helicopter to fly to our shows.
I'm liking the idea.
Yeah, I
It's-
could see a
it's-
helicopter.
You don't have to drive. You need not so long with the car. It's the best thing you can do. But only for Germany.
Yeah, a little
If you
hard to
have
park, though.
Longer ways, you need the plane.
Have you ever been driving on German Autobahn?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So then you would agree that we need a helicopter.
I want a helicopter now. Originally, I wanted a plane, but now you've got me sold on helicopters.
The problem is the landing with the plane. You need an airport to
Yeah.
land a plane. With a helicopter, you can land everywhere. You have free place.
Yes, any given rooftop.
Yeah.
Really freak them out. Just park on some random person's roof. They'll think they're getting raided.
90 seconds left, Rhino.
All right, throw them your last question.
All right, my last question for you guys. I'd like to first say thanks for your time. Thanks to David Polito from the Medalist PR for sending this interview up. Do you guys have any last words for an Underground Noise webzine?
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation for this interview, and thanks for your support. And yeah, we are very happy that you like our stuff, and we would say, yeah, have a good time, and thanks a lot.
And take every vagina you can get.
One at a time.
Maybe
Joe.
if you start in the rear, maybe that's called a muddy vagina.
Or you can sing Black Muddy River by the Grateful Dead while you're doing it.
The weirdest one